Hey everybody, this is Magnaman with Magnaman Cooking. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we got a really good recipe for you. I hope you enjoy it. Hello everybody, this is Magnaman from Magnaman Cooking, and today we're going to make a cooked icing for cake. Now, I just happen to have to make this for a party we're having here tomorrow where I live. And this is going to be a double recipe that I'm making. If you're making it just for a single cake, then half of what I tell you is what you use. Okay? So I'm using 2 cups of milk. So you would use 1 cup of milk for a single recipe. And you're placing this all into a saucepan. This is a cooked icing. Next thing you're going to do is a dash of salt. And last thing you want to do is add in a 1/4 cup of flour or cornstarch. Either one will do. Once you get that all in, just take a whisk it around, make sure all the flour is broken up into small pieces. You know, you don't want no lumps. Nobody likes a lumpy icing. And that is what this is. It's an icing. It's not a frosting. It's an icing. And there is a difference. So it looks like we're all mixed up here. See, that's all mixed up. Now, we're going to take this over to the stove. And on the stove, we're going to put this on the medium heat. And we're stirring this constantly until it's thick, like almost like a custard. Okay. I just turned the burner on to medium, and I'm using a spoon that has like little holes in it to make sure that I'm not moving this around too fast. And we're just going to stir this constantly over a medium heat. And this will take a little while, probably take about 5 or 10 minutes of constant stirring. So what we're going to do while we're stirring up here is we're going to play you a nice little musical tune. And we're going to speed things up a little bit for you. Now this icing is something you start the day before you actually are going to use it, because this has to sit and cool. And what I normally do is after it's all cooked to where I want it, I sit it in a refrigerator uncovered overnight. So we're just going to keep stirring here, and right about now we're going to start speeding things up for you. Okay, we're slowing this down a minute again, and for you cooks who like to have temperatures, whenever this is ready, I'll be using my digital thermometer here, and I'll take a reading and I'll tell you how hot it will be. And that's roughly where you want to be, okay? And now let's speed this up and continue enjoying this fine musical track. And we're slowing down again. And the reason we're slowing down, as you could see, it's getting a little bit lumpy, but that's fine. That's just letting me know we're getting close to being done. At this point, you'll want to start stirring a little bit faster because you're not worrying about spilling over the top anymore. But you don't want this to get burned. Okay, about this consistency right here, you could turn your direct heat off and just continue stirring without the heat on anymore. And you see how it just clumps off the spoon? Okay, we're going to take this off of the heat entirely, and as promised, we're going to take a heat reading on this. Okay, it's at 180 degrees exactly. And if you want, you can still stir it around a little bit more, because, you know, it's got the radiant heat. Make sure it's not going to stick to the sides when you don't want it to. But basically, we're done for now. Knock the excess off your spoon. Now you'll want to take and put this directly into your refrigerator and let it sit overnight. So that's what I'm going to do. Making sure that there's nothing directly around it. See it there? And we're going to let it sit there uncovered overnight. And we'll be back tomorrow to finish this up. Until then, I will talk to you tomorrow. Welcome back, everybody. It's now the next day, and I have prepared everything I'll need to finish up this icing recipe. We'll need, for the double recipe, we'll need 16 tablespoons of Crisco, 16 tablespoons of butter, 2 cups of sugar, and I split this in half because I'll be doing this half and half. But here's half of the mix we made last night. And what we're going to do is we've got a mixer here. This is an old style mixer, so that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this half and half right now. We're going to put in our Crisco. Get all that in. We're going to put in all of our butter. And this butter needs to be softened. I took this butter out, I'd say about 2 hours ago, so it's nice and soft. And we're going to put in all of our sugar. And that's what we're looking at right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to combine all this until it's well mixed up. All well combined. And you have to excuse my spatula. As you can see, the mixer took a bite out of it quite some time ago. So excuse the noise while this mixes up. I'll play some music in the background so you don't have to be annoyed by this whine. Now, as you can see, there's no sugar on the bottom. It's all mixed up with the butter and the Crisco. Okay, and we're going to start this back up and get this mixing back up, and we're going to add in these one section at a time. I've got 2 of them here, and we're going to mix in the first section a little bit at a time, make sure it's all well mixed. Then we'll mix in the section, one little piece at a time until it's all mixed up. That looks about right, so we're going to slow this down, center our bowl, and slowly lift out our beaters so that all that nummy icing just rolls out of it. And there you go. We're going to take these beaters off so you can see what we're dealing with here. See how rich and fluffy that is? And this can be refrigerated until you're ready to use, and it can be refrigerated for a few days. I wouldn't suggest any more than a few days after you make this to refrigeration before you have to throw it away, because it's got milk in it, so it does have an expiration date. Now on the cake you can make it last for 3 or 4 days, but I wouldn't recommend putting it on the cake after 2 days, because then you have 6 days and it might not be as good. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the recipe. If you like the recipe, click the like button. Remember to hit the subscribe, hit the share, and hit the bell notification so you know when I got a new recipe out.